If you're looking for a new fruit to try, Haskap or honeyberries are the pickleball of fruits. They're becoming very popular. It's a blueberry-like fruit that is a little bit more elongated than a blueberry, a little tangier than a blueberry, and if you're in a colder region where you can't grow blueberries, honeyberries are a good substitute. If you're in the northern regions where blueberries or the high bush blueberry can't grow, Haskap or honeyberries are a good option for you. There has been a lot of research into how to prune honeyberries, but if we follow some general rules just like we do with blueberries, we're probably sitting pretty good. So our goal with pruning honeyberries, like with blueberries, is we want to eliminate this twiggy or very spindly growth like this. So these are on older canes that we want to thin out. And we want to encourage more vigorous growth like what we see here. So this is all growth from 1 year from all the way up to here, and that's what we want to see, is that vigorous growth that's going to have larger berries and a lot of fruit on it. These more spindly twigs on here, this is 1 year. These little spindly twigs here, this is 1 year's growth, and it's not going to have as much fruit on it. So we want to eliminate those to get more sunlight into the bush. So kind of like with blueberries, we'll just go in and remove some of our oldest canes in the middle. Honeyberries are also really prone to powdery mildew, so getting sunlight into that interior of that bush is going to be really helpful, and it's going to make picking a lot easier. So we go in and remove some of our older canes. These are highly branched, you can see. And we leave behind some of this more vigorous wood right here that will take over. So it's still pretty thick in here, so we're going to go in and remove a few more of these older canes inside here. Oh, there's a good one. That's a good one. So if you look at it, it's got a thick caliper on it. And again, very twiggy growth on that. We want to encourage that younger growth to get more fruit on it. And that's creating a lot of shade in there as well. Honeyberries are a very cold hardy fruit. They're one of the most cold hardy fruits that we grow. And here we are in middle of March in the upper Midwest. And you can see that they are breaking bud, so they're losing dormancy. And if you look in the top here, we're starting to see some flower buds on there. So they flower on 1-year-old wood. And you don't need to be too alarmed if this were an apple or something like that. We wouldn't want to see any bud break in the middle of March because apples get zapped by frost pretty easily. In terms of, if it gets 28, 29, we're starting to see damage. These honeyberry flowers can handle some colder temperatures. There's a lot of variables that go into that, but there are some sources that indicate these flower buds can get down to 20 degrees or so when they're green and still be healthy. People like to eat them plain. Some of the newer varieties are a little sweeter than some of the older ones. There's a lot of varieties of honeyberries out there. Some of the original ones are a little more tart, and they were maybe used a little more for processing. A lot of the newer varieties tend to have a higher sugar content, lower acid content, and are probably better for fresh eating. Do I see Haskap or honeyberries taking over blueberries? No, I do not. They're a great option for local fruit and that kind of thing. Commercially, it gets a little trickier. The fruit drops off sometimes, which is challenging on the commercial side of thing. And it's really hard to get a new fruit established into the market. But for a backyard grower, pick your own, or if you're looking for something to complement your strawberry season, because these are being harvested around strawberry season, they're a good option for you to give a try. So the positive of Haskap or honeyberries is they are fruiting before we get spotted wing drosophila. So that's that fruit fly that can attack healthy fruit, ripe fruit, unripe fruit, that really pops out in the summer. And so the nice thing about Haskap or honeyberries is the fruit is mainly harvested in June in our region, or whenever you see June-bearing strawberries. So you don't have to worry about the spotted wing drosophila as much. They are prone to powdery mildew, and so getting sunlight into that bush is going to help reduce the powdery mildew burden. And keeping them watered in the heat of the summer is going to keep the plants healthy as well. They don't like it hot and dry.